Hello, for those of you who are taking thesis seminar, I just wanted to create this quick video to kind of recap what I've talked about in prior literature reviews with regard to how you might go about organizing your literature review. Some of you have already been working on or have already created a literature review from last semester, from academic writing, or even from a research class perhaps. Some of you are creating your literature review for the first time. What I would like to do is begin by looking at your thesis statement and research questions to make sure that those two align. So regardless if you have the entire literature review completed or not, I'm starting with the thesis statement and research questions. Again, I just want to make sure that those are aligned. The thesis statement basically answering the research questions. Once those two are aligned, then I begin looking at only the topic sentences. So even if you have all of your paragraphs fully developed, I'm only looking at the topic sentence. If you're just getting started, what I would recommend doing is to maybe just write out the topic sentence, the main idea of each of your future paragraphs. What I'm trying to determine, and what you should try to determine, is the order in which you want to present your ideas. Don't be overly concerned about headings at this point. If you want to use headings, fine. If you want to wait on the headings and just simply write out the main ideas, that is the topic sentences of each of your paragraphs, that's fine too. You can plan on probably having around 13 to 15 paragraphs, more or less, as a rough estimate. But really, you're just looking at those maybe 13 to 15 ideas or topic sentences. And again, just to make sure that you're building an argument, that your ideas flow in a logical fashion. And again, you wanted to look at that organization of ideas to make sure that it relates clearly back to the thesis. So what I would recommend doing is, if you have your literature review already fully developed, you might go about looking at each topic sentence and separating those and just looking at the sentences. This allows you to do two things. First, it looks at each topic sentence to make sure that in fact you do have a very clear idea in that topic sentence. Sometimes we have topics or body paragraphs that lack a clear idea. So this really forces us to look at the topic sentences to make sure that there's an idea that's being clearly expressed. Remember that a topic sentence is a claim. It's a proposition. It's arguable. So it's not going to be a question. It's not going to be necessarily a fact. It's more as a proposition. Think of it as a proposition or a claim that is arguable. That is, that typically some people support, maybe others don't. And your job is to then include evidence within the paragraph to support that idea. So start with your thesis statement and research questions. Make sure that those two align. Once those two align, then look at the topic sentences and organize those ideas. And what I would like to do is start from there. So I would like, at that point, if you want to email me, we can look at those. I can give you feedback just to make sure that those ideas are in a logical form. And then from there, go about developing each paragraph around each of those ideas. So I hope this helps. If you do have any questions about how to go about this, let me know. Again, I suggest you do this instead of maybe asking me to look at one or two paragraphs. That I look at all of the ideas so that I can really look at the entire flow of ideas, the logical patterns that you're following, so that you and I both are kind of on the same page, that it's clear and that it's really looking at a coherent argument.